Hello everybody, this is Laura in Hawaii. I've just decided what I'm going to put on this bag, the flap of it. Remember the video cut off last time? I don't know, it was on some sort of automatic timer and it just went blink. But I thought it stopped at a pretty good place. Anyway, I've decided what I'm going to put on it, and this is where I'm up to right now. I've made the bag, put the fringe on, I've appliqued. It's actually 2 pieces of lace on top of the lace and a lace trim on the bottom of the flap, and then if you open it there's a lace trim across there. So in other words, when this is one long piece you have decorations on both ends. And then I've also gone ahead and I've sewn the cord that's going to be the handle. I've sewn it inside like that. Before I do that, just a little tip, and I'm sure you know this, but anyway, I did wrap it in some sellotape because it frays very, very badly, this, and the length is good. So there I am. Now I've made something for the decorations on the flap, and I think it's going to work just fine. First of all, I decided to make this rosette or a flower, and this consists of 3 kinds of lace. 1, 2, 3, and I gathered each of them by hand separately. They were all 12 inches long, and then I sewed them together in the center and left a little bit of a hole in the center because I'm going to put a button in the hole, and I was trying to decide what to put in it, whether to put a button like that, or I found this old earring, but it's a bit clear. It's kind of hard to see it, so I don't think that's quite as nice. I think this kind of is more in keeping. This is an antique button. It's mother of pearl, and I think it's sort of more in keeping with that. So I'm going to put that in there, and then as a finishing touch, this will actually go on first. I took another piece of lace and I've gathered it. I've gone ahead and gathered it already, and I still have the needle attached. I gathered it sort of like a fichu in the center like that, and I've got the needle attached. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to sew that on top of it like so. That's what I've come up with. So let me see if I can do that real quick. First of all, of course when you have fringe on it, it's not the easiest because the fringe gets in the way. But anyway, I'm going to put this fichu type thing, an arrangement. I'm going to sew it right through there. And as I say, I've already pre-gathered in the center. I have to really push to get it through because there's 2 linings, an interfacing and a lining in there. So, and then there's the lace, of course, so it's kind of thick, and then 2 kinds of lace, really. Oh gosh, not doing too well with getting this attached. Okay, so I've got that attached in the center. Now the next thing I'm going to do is sew this on first. I'm just going to go up and down through there. I'm doing this rather quickly. It's a little chilly here today in the islands, so I'm doing this a little bit quicker than I normally would. And so that means I'll probably go back and do it again just because I'm trying to show it on camera. Yeah. And I know I'm running out of thread, and I already prepared another needle. So I've done that. Okay, so that one's done. And I've got another needle prepared. And I'm going to put the button in the center of that. Now the button, I had a whole jar of old buttons, and this one just sort of struck me as the right size, and I like it because it's really like matte and then gleams, but it is an old bone button. So I'm going to throw that thread that right through there, and then I'll take another stitch in here first. Now if you want some of these materials that I've used, I put a little note at the top of the information part at the top, and I said I'd be prepared to make a couple of these and do an exchange with someone. Be an opportunity for me to get some supplies, which I never can find anywhere here. And also, if people have a hard time finding the supplies for this, because it really is a simple bag, yet it's the elegance really of the ingredients that make it. It's very simple, but I think you've got to use good quality things, and if you don't, it looks kind of tacky. But this still, I would say, is shabby chic looking. Okay, so I've done that. Sewn that on. Now let's see what we've come up with here. Okay, so there's the decoration I decided. I'm just going to move and see. Yeah, there it is, right there. I hope you could see that when I was doing that. And there's the button. There's the fichu part. And the fichu is just a very pale ivory net lace, so it really doesn't cover anything. It just adds a little frothy freshness, I would say. So that's all I'm going to do to that. And as you know, I've gone ahead and I've made the strap for it. So there you go. Anyway, in the back of it, of course, is just like so. It's lace. It's all lace. Well, thanks for watching that, and I'll just show you real quick. I was making, I'm going to have a little class on the weekend, making some hearts for Valentine. A little slow off the mark, I must say. So I just made a little heart like that with some old French toile, which I love, the red. And then there's felt on the back so that you could go ahead and write on the back of it, if you want to write a greeting, or you could put a little label on here and put a greeting up, just hanging it with some twine. And I made a little covered button, which is from the same material. And because it's toile, you know, it has has images and people and so forth. So I found a nice little face, and that I thought might look kind of nice there. However, it disappeared, so I thought, oh, that's not good. So I took a little bit of scrim, and I'm just going to put that, again, a little fisher's more or less thing. And I thought I'd just maybe just to froth it up a bit so that you can see it. I'm not sure how I'm going to place that, but anyway, something like that, just so it doesn't cover up the fabric, but at least it shows this up. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you want any more information on making one of those purses. I'm going to show you a way to make some other kinds too. Thanks. Bye-bye.